What's up? Welcome back to CND Gaming. We're going to do our picking for this upcoming week, week 7 here in the NFL. And got two teams on bye week this week. Got the Bears and the Cowboys.
Yeah, we're a little off of our season on here. We're actually on week 8 of our season, but it's week 7 of real life. I don't have no idea how to fix that because the bye week on here screwed us up. So, we're gonna be a little bit off for the whole season, but that's okay. I'm gonna tell you, dude, I've made some dumbass decisions, man. I've been struggling with these picks. You've killed me. You've destroyed me on every week. You've
Uh,
beat me, and it's
la-
getting worse and worse.
Last week, dude, I hit the money on my. I mean, I was almost perfect last week somehow.
Yeah, and I was like maybe less than half. I'm struggling. Like half of you. Like you had like half of the picks right, and I was like half of your half. So I was like a quarter of the things were right. But it's because I gamble. I take big chances on a team. So I
That's
said I
true.
ain't gonna do that no more. So I guess I'll ease off a little bit. But let's get into it, man. Like you said, we do got the two
All
bye
right.
weeks. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
the
It's the
Bears,
Cowboys are on bye.
Cowboys, and the Bears. Yeah.
And then
So we got to worry about hearing about them this week. So that'd be good. All right. So moving on, let's start off with Thursday night football this week. We got the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. The Broncos is in New Orleans.
well, I don't know, man. I've kind of picked against the Broncos a lot, but they've actually been doing better, getting better. So I'm gonna go with them, dude. And the Saints are kind of still in a weird spot right now. I don't know if you've seen this. Matter of fact, this is kind of weird, but I don't know if you've seen that Rashid Shaheed might be getting surgery. Did you see that today?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know, bro. I feel bad because we literally just traded, and I just traded you him, and I feel bad
uh,
about it. I ain't gonna lie. I was want to ask you
I
that. This is a good
I
time to
had
bring
no
it up, I guess.
I had no idea either, cause like I didn't for him for whatever reason, like I just expected him to be out for a game. I didn't read his like bio thing,
I didn't
and
either,
then
and
like
I had no
I was
idea,
like,
like,
oh,
because I got him in another league too, so I'm down a player in there, but. Anyways, my point was being that with Carr still probably being injured, possibly Shaheed being hurt, Olav or Olave or how the hell you want to say it,
Olave,
Olave,
Olave.
everybody says it differently, but that's the right way. You're right. Um, with him being injured too, there's a lot of injuries, and like on a team that was
Yeah.
already kind of starting to struggle, starting to see some cracks there. So, come on. I think that the Broncos have been getting better. Their offense has been getting better. Bo Nix has been playing better. Everything's just been starting to kind of come together. And as much as I don't want Sean Payton to have any kind of success, he finally is with this team. So I'm
hmm
gonna give it to the Broncos.
Yeah, this one, this is a hard decision for me, man,
Damn.
already, cause they're these teams are almost equal, man. They're Broncos are 3-3. The Saints are coming in here at 2-4. Saints, like you was talking about, they have a ton of injuries right now, so that's one thing to keep in mind. And Broncos defense is really, really good. They're are really underrated right now. Um, so I think I'm gonna agree, man. I'm gonna go Broncos too. I think the Broncos is gonna
Dude,
surprise some people.
if Shahid's out for the whole season, I'm gonna feel so damn bad, dude, that I just gave you him in that trade. But anyways, that was our Thursday
That'll
night
be
game. That's tomorrow
that'll
night,
be
or well,
two receivers that I've had that's been put on IR this season already.
today's
Because I had
Wednesday.
Hollywood Brown first.
Oh yeah,
You remember him? Had
yeah.
him and he got put on immediately, and I was like, well. But anyway, so we both picking the Broncos. Okay.
Yeah. Everything
So
I
moving
wish
on.
you would go first sometimes, because I want to just follow your lead, so I'll do better. But
Sometimes I follow you, bro. I mean,
well, I suck though. I don't know why you would be. It's probably why you're not perfect, because you listen to some of my choices.
all
Come on,
right.
big
So
dude.
first Sunday we got first Sunday first game Sunday. Sorry, got tongue tied. Is the Patriots and Jaguars, and this is another international game. 9:30 in the morning, which we probably won't watch. So who you got for this one? You want me to go first? I'll go first since you just talked about me going.
No, no, it's okay. Let me go first on
I'm
this one
going.
because they both suck.
All
No,
right, go ahead.
honestly, I said this last time, dude. I keep on picking the Patriots, and I don't know why they keep losing. But I don't care. I'm rolling with them again, man. The Jaguars have been weird. I don't know, man. I'm not sure what's happening with the Jaguars. Like they look like they're okay, then they look like trash, and I feel like now that the Patriots has started their, oh my God, now that the Patriots has started Drake May, they looked a little bit better. I mean
Yeah, they did.
they did have a a tough opponent, but they put together some points and stuff. So uh, I think I'm gonna give it to the freaking Patriots again, man. I don't know why. Like I said, I I'm just they're bringing my total average down because I keep picking them every single week, but I don't care. I'm rolling with them, bro.
All right. I'm going New England too, and I got confidence in him now. I like Drake May, what he's bringing, and he's a really good. He stands in the pocket, his pocket passer first, and he can also scramble if he needs to, but he's passer first. So I really like that about him, and I'm pretty confident in him. I'm so confident in him that I even picked him up on fantasy, and was going to start him this week against Jacksonville. So
Oh hell,
um, I like it. I like New England over Jacksonville on this one.
alrighty.
Uh, let's moving on. We got Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings. This is gonna be a good matchup.
This might be a fun game,
Detroit,
man.
Detroit is in Minnesota.
I'm gonna let you go first on this one, okay?
All right,
Because I have no
I'll
idea
go
who to
first.
pick.
I'll go first. So I'm gonna. Detroit lost one of their key players last week on defense. Lost their defensive end, Aiden
Hmm.
Hutchinson, to a horrible leg injury. Man, feel bad for the kid. Hope he heals up and we'll be able to come back strong. So that they are down one pass rushing, but their offense I feel like is pretty pretty unstoppable right now. With Amon Ron, Jameson Williams, you got Laporta, and then you got the double-headed monster in the backfield. Man, I'm really liking Detroit, and I don't know why. I felt Minnesota's 5-0 right now. They're coming in strong, coming off their bye, so their guys are rested up. But I don't know. I'm just leaning towards Detroit. I don't know why, so I'm gonna go with
That's
them.
cool. I mean, this is one of them ones that we talk about that could literally go any way, man. Any little thing happens, anything could just happen, and this game could go one way or the other. But I I think it's gonna be a big shootout type situation, but I think it's gonna come down to Minnesota winning and continue on to be 6-0. They're going to be not the last undefeated team because the freaking Chiefs are still undefeated, but I think they'll end up being the last undefeated team. I don't know when it's going to happen when the Chiefs are going to finally lose, but I think the Vikings will continue that undefeated streak. Um, yeah, I
Okay.
mean it should be a big offensive game. I mean both their defenses are good. They're not great, uh, but their offenses are both been rolling, high powered. Minnesota. They got a couple of injuries. Talking about that, we did have a small trade. They did get Cam Akers, which I don't know how much of a difference he's really going to make because he's not a difference maker. No offense, but so it's maybe kind of looking like Aaron Jones maybe not going to play, maybe will. We're not sure yet, but that could be
I'd
a big
say
factor too.
I'd say more than likely probably not this
Yeah.
game, but you never know. I mean, Michael Pittman played this weekend, and nobody
Well, I
expected him
know
to.
he'll play anytime that it ain't Richardson out
So
there throwing the ball to
yeah, he was
him.
like, "Flacco's in here. I gotta play."
I'm good now. Yeah, he changed
Yeah,
his story quick. You seen that? They was like, he probably won't
yeah.
play. And then they're like, Joe Flacco starting. He's like, yeah, I'll play. It's cool.
Yeah, I seen a meme today about that. It said Richardson's gonna play again this weekend. He's gonna go on IR. All right, so put opposites on this one, so that'd be
Yep.
interesting. Hey, that's one's really true though. It could go either way. So let's move on. We got Seattle Seahawks and Atlanta Falcons. Seattle's in Atlanta.
Alrighty, man. I said this last time too, and I've been back and forth on the Falcons all season so far, and I don't know. I ain't doing it no more. I told you last week I am not picking against the Falcons. If they playing, and I have any kind of like, you know, feeling that they're going to win a game, I'm saying it. I'm going for them, and I'm going to go for them on this one because I think Seattle are frauds. They're phonies. They look like absolute garbage this past week, and they've just, I don't know, man. I think their schedule at the beginning was a little easier than. Oh shit! Sorry,
Oh, you
I
good?
got killed. I think their schedule was a little easier than they wanted to, say it was, and they had some really close games against some of these easier teams, and then they play somebody legit and they get their butt handed to them. So
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Falcons. I think the Seahawks are, like I said, I think they're frauds.
All right. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go Atlanta. Um, and the reason why is I feel like Atlanta is more complete, if that makes sense. I feel like their offense is starting to click finally. Kirk Cousins is finally getting in sync with his receivers, and their defense has been playing pretty well together. So I just think they're more complete, and I think that there's going to be the advantage over this game, and Atlanta's going to win.
Yep.
So moving right along, we got the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Tennessee's and Buffalo. I'll go ahead and pick Buffalo. No questions asked.
Yeah. You want to talk about the trade news there?
Yes, they actually improved, believe it or not, for the league minimum. Got star wide receiver Amari Cooper in Buffalo, so that's just gonna make them even better, man. And I think it's really gonna help them. It's been a piece that they kind of been missing. They got some young receivers, some new receivers in there. They ain't really been clicking, and Amari Cooper is a little veteran. He's gonna come in there and show them how to do it and teach them, and I think it's gonna be good for them, man. I think this is gonna be a good connection.
Well, I think the chances are that he comes in number one receiver already, automatically, right off the bat.
I think it's good, honestly. I think it's got like a 98, 99% chance that he's gonna come in and be the wide receiver one.
I think so too. I hope they don't take away from Kincaid because I need those fantasy points.
If anything, this should help Kincaid out because defenses will actually be having to cover Amari,
God.
unlike some of these other receivers, they might not respect them as much. But you got to respect Amari Cooper, so I feel like this should free up Kincaid a little bit, if anything.
Hopefully so. I'm just gonna go. I ain't gonna say nothing else really to add to it. I'm gonna say Buffalo. Obviously, can I mean it's the Titans, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I can't throw today.
All right, moving right along, we got the Bengals and the Browns. Another game. Both of these teams I've hated this year. Think they trash. I'm going Bengals. Obviously, I picked against the Browns all season, and I'm not about to stop now. Um, so yeah, I'm going Cincinnati, bro.
This is a bummer to me, man. Like what you just said, and like it's true though. It's kind of sucked, but dude, like I said, I think I don't know if I mentioned it in a video or if I just talked to you personally. I can't remember, but like honestly, like dude, Joe Burrow has been killing it. He's had a really good season, and it sucks because their defense is making him look so bad that it's just
Right.
like it hides the fact that how good of a season he's having. I mean, he's barely thrown any interceptions. He's had a good rating. He's had really good passing yards. I mean, I don't know the stats right off the top of my head, but he's definitely ranked a lot higher than people realize. And their offense is
Yeah.
doing good. They're clicking. T. Higgins is looking good. Jamar Chase is looking good. Everybody's looking good on the offense, but their defense is just so bad that it makes the team
Yeah.
look so much worse. They could have had a lot more wins if their defense was doing a lot, anything at all. Honestly, if they were doing anything to help. But that's my long answer of saying that they're going to win. Damn it. Uh, Same thing as you, man. We've talked about it. I can't pick the Browns for nothing, dude, until Watson's gone.
Uh.
Even if they were winning every
Uh.
single game, I would pick against them just out of spite of Deshaun Watson because he does not deserve to
Yeah.
be on a winning team. Now, Browns fans and the team itself, I feel bad for them. Nick Chubb's getting close to being back. Maybe this week, maybe sooner than I don't know. Maybe next week, sometime soon. He's looking like he's about to be ready to come back. But I feel bad for him. I mean, what are you coming back to? You're coming back to
Yeah.
a team that can't do anything. I mean, he
I.
should help.
I'm. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm really surprised, honestly, that the third coach, what's his name?
I can't ever think. Kevin, whatever.
Stefanski.
Yeah,
Stefanski. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm really surprised that he hasn't went ahead and already benched Deshaun. Honestly, I know a lot of people's talking about it, and everybody's surprised that as poor play as he's been given, that they hadn't benched him yet. I mean, I think why not? What you ain't got nothing to lose. Why not bring Jameis in and give him a shot? I mean, it's I don't know. I feel bad for, like I said, some of the Browns players like Chubb and all them. Great dude. Feel bad for them, but it's just part of it.
I mean, I think a big problem is it's not the coach. Like, a lot of people are. I mean, it's just obviously it's just people assuming, but a lot of people are kind of thinking it's the ownership kind of afraid to make themselves look stupid because they invested all this resources and stuff
Yeah,
into this guy, and now they don't want to come out and say we're not going to use him when they
I
really,
hate to
you know,
say it, but they might as well go ahead and bite the bullet on this one,
they
cause
should.
he's a bust, man. He once he got out of the league, way back when he lost it. He ain't got it no more, and he needs to go ahead and retire and go to prison for what all everything he did.
All right, man. I'm sorry. We got on our. We always every time we kind of get on a little bit of a ramble with Cleveland, but it's just hard not to talk about
Yeah,
how bad they are. Like
that's the
forgetting. I'm
that's
gonna
the
one
longest
more.
I've talked about Cleveland.
One last thing, and I'm gonna shut up. Forgetting
All right.
all the bad stuff that he's done as an actual person, his football play has been so bad, dude. The memes, the statistics that come out every week of how bad he is. Like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy. You can't even like. I can't even think of a quarterback in history that's had like the kind of terrible like statistics that he's having this season. It's crazy. So I just
When
don't
you
understand.
when you stop playing for that long for I think it was about 2 years before he finally came back and started playing again. When you stop something for that long and you're not practicing or nothing, you gotta. That's one of them things where you gotta keep doing it, or it's gonna be gone. And it was obvious that he's lost it and he don't have it no more.
Yeah, wasted too much time. Now he's got a noodle arm and he can't throw the ball.
Yeah. All
Next
right.
team.
Well, that's enough on them. Let's go to the Houston Texans and Green Bay. This might be a fun matchup. Also, Houston is in Green Bay.
Alrighty, man. Uh, Houston got a good record, right? I don't think they're frauds, but I don't think they're as good as the record shows because once again they've kind of had some really close games with some not so great teams and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
Nothing against them. I like Houston, and I think they're a good team, but I don't think they're like I said as good as it looks. And Green Bay, I mean, they beat the crap out of Arizona, but we don't count. So we're a bad team. So they had an easy win against us, but they've had some other wins this season that's been a little bit better. And they've had some time without Jordan Love, and they still managed to kind of hold the team together and stuff. And now he's back, and he's looking ridiculously good. In my opinion, I think he looks amazing. He's killing it.
Yeah.
So I think Green Bay's going to win this one. Uh, just because, like I said, I think that maybe they're just better than I think they're just better than Houston, even though the records are kind of looking the other way. But I mean, Green Bay they're 4-2, so it's not bad. But I
All
think,
right.
yeah, I think they'll win this game.
Well, I gotta go with the Texans on this one.
All
And
right,
I don't really, honestly, I don't really have any good rhyme or reason for it. It's just cause this is one of those games that could flip flop, go either way. They're both young quarterbacks. It's gonna be a fun game to watch. I think, in my opinion, I think it'll be a good high scoring game.
but
But
bruh, they just gave up
I
Cam
don't know.
Akers. How can they win?
Yeah, Cam Akers, he just went back to the Minnesota, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. I'm just feeling the Texans, so I'm gonna go with them.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, I disagree with you, but it's understandable. It's going to be. I mean, it really could go either way. They both doing really well, but
Yeah.
it's just going to be one of them ones that's probably be a nail biter, come down to the wire kind of situation, but
All right.
should be fun.
So Miami and Indianapolis Colts. Miami is in Indianapolis.
Um, you know, I mean, obviously, Miami is not doing great right now. They're in a quarterback situation where we're not sure what's going to happen, and on top of that, it's kind of like we're not really sure what's going to happen with the Colts either. I mean, Richardson's kind
Right.
of looking to be the starter. I hate to say it, but Flacco's been playing better this season than Richardson. Really, he has, and their team's
Hmm.
been better with Flacco. It looks like, but I mean, Richardson also
And I
has the
swear,
chance to come out there and sling it and kill it and be really good and have a really good game. But he's also got a chance to come out there and do nothing and flop. So I mean, it's hard to say. But what's your
man,
about to say?
I feel like Flacco's been playing better now than I think he was earlier in his career because he's gotten older, more wiser. He knows everything what to look for. He's just been standing back there slinging it, man.
He probably don't care no more.
He's
He's probably just throwing it
yeah,
for the hell of it.
he's been having fun, man, with his young receivers, and I think what you said is true. I think if Anderson comes back, I think Josh Downs and Pittman is gonna fall off again.
Yep.
They're not gonna do anything. So, I mean, if I was their head coach, I mean, I would shoot. I would keep rolling with Flacco and let Richardson sit and learn from him for a little bit, kind of like Carolina's doing with Bryce right now.
And
I mean,
Hill, I
why
mean,
not? You
too.
ain't got nothing to
Richardson,
lose. Yeah,
Richardson has a lot of injuries in general. He just needs some time to just
right.
rest, you know.
Yeah. So, uh, it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go with the Colts, just because Miami's been playing pretty bad without their starter,
Yeah.
without Tua, and yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts. I feel like the Colts got a better defense. So,
I didn't answer, but that's who I'm going with too. So Colts. I
okay.
was getting there, but I mean, like you said, pretty much everything,
Yeah.
like everything we were saying was basically the same. It's just I killed that kicker, dude. Wow. But
Yeah.
surprised I wasn't a flag.
I
But
know it. All right, let's go on to Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Philadelphia's in New York.
did me and you talk about this ourselves a little bit? I think because I remember saying something to somebody. I don't know who I was talking to. I'm pretty sure it was you, but I think the Giants is going to do it, man. I don't know. This is another one. I'm probably just being stupid and just overthinking it and trying to feel like I'm a genius or something. But I feel like the Giants, man. I feel like they have a chance, and I don't know, man. I'm not once again. I'm not a hater of Philly. I don't have any issues with them or nothing. But I just feel like they're just not that good, man. Like they're 3-2. Giants are 2-4, so they're only one difference in the wins, one different game. You know, they're in their
Right,
divisional situation, and a lot of times those games can be either really crazy or really nothing. Um,
right, yeah.
but I have a feeling this could be one of the crazy ones where something crazy happens, and I really could see. I could see the Giants really pulling out a surprise here and getting the win against Philadelphia because I don't know. I mean, Daniel Jones, like I said, he's been looking better. This last game, obviously, they didn't have a very good time because they did lose. You know, not terribly, but significantly, I guess is a good
I
way to
mean,
say it.
they had a good fight, man. They really could have beat the Bengals, honestly.
Yeah,
Like it was a lot closer, I think, than a lot of people expected it to be.
that's what I'm saying. And I mean, like they've had a lot of those games where it's like they're kind of right there on the edge. And it's just like something just needs to happen, something needs to click, and I think they'll
Hmm.
take off and get a lot better. But they've been looking good. I mean, they've been they really have. Uh,
I I kind of wish they would give hand the running back duties over to Tracy Jr. Man, cause he's been looking good the past 2 weeks. He looks more competent. He's stronger. I don't know. He's just been working, dude. He's been a good running back, and Singletary hadn't been getting that many yards. So I think they should go ahead and make the change and let him be the RB1.
well, as the moment that we're speaking, Singletary is still questionable, but he
He's
he did
questionable. Yeah.
practice, but he is still questionable. I agree though. They hopefully they've seen what Tracy can do, and they'll kind of mix him in, maybe do kind of a committee thing for a little bit, and then slowly switch him, over or something. But I agree. I mean, he's been doing really well. Philadelphia, like I said, they've been doing okay. They do have a lot of their weapons back. I know they were kind of, without a couple people for a little while there, so that's a difference too. But I don't know, man. I
Right.
still feel like the Giants are just going to sneak something. Something here is going to happen sneaky, and they're going to pull it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna actually agree with you on this one.
What?
Normally, most times I'm picking Philadelphia over teams, but I don't know. I got a good feeling about it too this week. I mean, the Eagles, the main thing they got going for them is Barkley, and the last couple of weeks he's been pretty quiet, and they hadn't been able to do anything. So I think I like the Giants, man. They definitely got a better defense than what a lot of people think is pretty solid. Um, and their offense, surprisingly, Daniel Jones has been doing enough to get the job done. I mean, he's looking a little bit better this year. He's finally got it. And Malik Neighbors, he's going to be back playing this week, I'm pretty sure. So he'll have his number one weapon again. And then Wandale Robinson has been doing really good. Rookie tight end's been doing pretty good. So I like the Giants. I can see them pulling this game out.
This blows my mind, dude, because a couple of weeks ago you said that if Daniel Jones is a quarterback, that they'll never win a game or some shit along those lines, and it's really blowing my mind right now that you said that. So that's impressive that you said that.
I don't recall, buddy. I'm sorry. No.
It's in one of our videos, so I'll pull it and find it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's something going on with Philadelphia, man. I don't know
What
if
kind
it's
of tackle was that?
I don't know if it's their coach, man. I don't know what it is, but
I don't either.
I feel like
They
I
fell
feel
off
like New
the.
York's got a good chance at this one.
they fell off last year, and it's just been continuing. But
Yeah.
anyways,
All right. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. We got Carolina and the Commanders. Carolina is in Washington.
bruh, I hate to do it 2 weeks in a row, but I got to go with Washington on this one. I ain't, I, no offense, but there's not really much to say. I mean, it sucks, but Carolina's lost a lot of people on defense. Washington's offense is looking insane. Still, they're still rolling right along, and I think it's just gonna be that, man. It's just gonna be the injury thing. Y'all not having enough people on defense. It's just Washington's probably gonna put up a lot of points, and it's gonna be hard to keep up.
I think. I mean, I disagree with you a little bit. I'm gonna pick Washington also, but I do disagree with you. I think this is actually going to be a more high scoring game than people think because Washington's defense is also pretty bad.
Hmm.
They're pretty much at the bottom in the bottom five, I believe, and they've been playing bad this season too. So I think Carolina with Andy Dalton has got a really good chance to put up a bunch of points on these guys. So
Oh,
I think it's going to be a that was a good interception. I think it's going to be a good little high scoring, fun little game that people's not going to expect. But I'm gonna go with Washington overall just
I do
because.
agree with the points thing. I think it will be a very high scoring game, but like I said, I just think Washington's going to be able to keep piling them on,
Yeah,
and that's going to be the problem. But
yeah, yeah. I agree. All right, we have the Raiders and the Rams. Raiders is at the Rams.
kind of say, man, I think this game's going to suck. I don't know why, man. It just does not seem appealing. Like even as a fan of these teams, it don't just feel appealing.
Right.
Vegas is kind of just, I don't know, man. Like I seen something saying like if you want to watch bad football, put on a Vegas game. Somebody said that the other day or something along those lines,
Oh
which is
wow.
sad.
So, I'm surprised they didn't
Uh,
say Carolina.
well, I mean, they probably mixed it in that pathway too, but
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I mean, this one, the Rams are still injury plagued. They're struggling with the injuries. They're hurting real bad, offensive side and defensive side, and they haven't looked good in general this year. I mean, they've had some close games too. They got one win, and the
Yeah.
Raiders are kind of the same way. They kind of just ain't been impressive. I do think the quarterback change may have helped a little bit. I hate to say it, Minshew's been struggling, but with the
Yeah, I feel bad for him, man, because
yeah,
I really like him. He seems like he's a good person, a good dude.
ah, damn it.
But yeah, they have been struggling, and they lost Mr. Devontae Adams
Yeah, exactly.
yesterday, so that
But
don't help. They lost one of their key weapons. So.
I know this is kind of crazy to say, but I think this game could seriously go either way. But I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna say the Rams are gonna win.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I'm going Rams too. I think their run game's too good, and they're not gonna be able to stop Kyrene Williams, and also Cooper Cup possibly could be back this week. So
Yeah.
him and Stafford should be pick up right where they
I
left
mean,
off. So I'm
Stafford's
gonna
one of those quarterbacks that's kind of hard to ever count completely out. He just has
yeah
a way of bringing a game
yeah
together. So,
yeah I'm gonna agree though. I'm gonna say Rams.
jeez, they're picking on me right now. They keep throwing the ball my way.
All right. We got Chiefs, Kansas City, and the 49ers. This is going to be a good game. Kansas City is in San Francisco.
Um, I hate it, man. I do. I hate it so much, but it's gonna be the Chiefs. 49ers have looked not good, in my opinion. They've Arizona's whole division in general. I said the Seahawks earlier. I just talked about the Rams,
Hmm.
San Francisco. They're all just not doing good. There's just a lot of inconsistency with all these teams in our division. They look good one week and they look bad the next week. I have a feeling
Right.
that this is going to be one of the weeks that the 49ers look like garbage. Are just going to come out and probably look terrible. And then I think the Chiefs will. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for them because the Chiefs, honestly, being undefeated, but they haven't really looked fantastic themselves. But their defense has kept them into it, I think, and then a couple of good offensive players. But yeah, I think it'll be the Chiefs for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say Chiefs too. Normally for this game here, I normally would probably go with the 49ers, honestly, but they've lost a couple really key games that
Hmm.
thought that they could win. So makes me a little worrisome about them. I ain't gonna lie. So that's why, because of that, I think the Chiefs is gonna win. I think they're gonna beat them.
Oh my God. This is going to end on a freaking
Uh,
field goal, dude. Damn it.
so all right, so that's it for that game. Moving on to Sunday night, got the Jets and the Steelers matching up.
Son of a bitch. Jets
Got
and the
3 seconds, bro.
Steelers. God, that made me mad. Sorry, I got so focused on this game here. Um, this is a hard one too, dude. Honestly, I don't know, man. The Jets have just not looked right though. They look kind of. I mean, they do so good, but then they just don't win. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just weird. Um, are you gonna bring that shit out? We're gonna lose. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. That was that was my fault.
Well, anticlimactic ending. Anyways, I'm gonna hit it with. I'm gonna just say. I'm gonna say the Steelers are gonna win. The Jets defense looked awful since they fired their coach last week. It looked terrible. Their defense was struggling. Which, granted, they were playing against Josh Allen and the Bills. So it's hard to say how they'll do against anybody else. But if Russell Wilson's starting, which is possible, I think he's going to come out and have a good game against their defense, and I think the Steelers are going to win.
Well, I hate to do this to you, buddy, but I'm going Mr. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are back together, and I think they're gonna have a field day against the Steelers. And I don't know, man. It could go. It's a game that honestly, like you said, it could go either way. But I feel like with Rodgers and Devontae back together, it's gonna be special, and that's gonna free up Garrett Wilson a lot. So I think Garrett Wilson could also benefit from Adams being there, and not being the number one anymore. So I like the Jets for this one. I think they're gonna pull it together.
Alrighty, man. I mean, I do feel like it could kind of go either direction, but it's hard to say.
All right, we got back to two Monday night games this week. We got Ravens and Buccaneers, and then we'll just talk about this one first, and then we'll go to the second one.
All right. Ravens and Buccaneers. This is going to be a good, possibly a good game. Both of them are 4-2. They've looked pretty good. Their offenses have been pretty hot, putting up a lot of points. Um,
Hmm.
but I believe I'm gonna give the edge to the Ravens maybe on this one. I ain't for sure. I'm not sure. This is another game that could possibly go either way. But I just think, man, the Ravens, their run game, like you were saying about somebody else a minute ago, it's ridiculous. Like they're just so in tune with their running game right now. You got the actual running backs themselves. Obviously, Lamar can do it too.
Hmm.
They've been running over some people. I think they're like the number one running offense right now. And then
Yeah,
the Buccaneers, I mean, they've been kind of the other way. They've been kind of airing it out pretty good, and they've had a good run game too. But this one's gonna be tricky. But I still think that the Ravens will win.
yeah. Yeah, I've been everybody thought I was dumb in fantasy football for getting Derrick Henry, man. But I had a feeling, and he's been rolling. He's the number one right now in the NFL, and hadn't let me down. So I've been rolling with the Ravens this season, man. I've been picking them a lot, and this is another one of those games. Flip flop could go either way, but I've been rolling with the Ravens, so I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna say the Ravens is gonna pull it out. If I had to have a reason why for that, I'm gonna say just because Lamar's got a little bit better of a dual threat than Baker does. Baker's a little bit more strictly pocket passer. He can run, he can escape, but I feel like Lamar is so fast and does it so much better that if it comes down to that, I think I would pick Lamar over Baker. So.
All right,
And so the late game Monday night, we have the Chargers and Arizona. Chargers is in Arizona.
I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. Chargers.
Okay,
Arizona's been
you got
so
any?
inconsistent. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do something I ain't done. I'm gonna change my pick. Arizona's been very inconsistent. We've won games that we shouldn't win. We've lost games that we should have won. Whatever you want to say. I don't know. We've been back and forth. We've not one week we come out there we look like a true playoff contention type team. We're killing it. Our defense somehow pulls it together with the random people that we have, and our offense looks good. And then some weeks like last week We come out there and we just get blown right through. Our defense can't stop nothing. Offense struggles. It makes no sense. So if Marvin Harrison's playing, or if he's not, I will say I think Arizona's going to win because it's our week to win a game instead of lose a game. So we flip flop. So we're on the up this week, and then next week I say we're down again. So I'll give it to the Cardinals. Probably not, but you know.
Yeah, this is a tough one in a way too. I mean, you got Herbert and Murray. Chargers like to run the ball. They're a downhill team. But if Kyler can get going and his passing game's going, depending on whether Marvin Harrison plays or not, this could be a good game. So yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Arizona too.
Alrighty.
I think Murray and them's gonna bounce back, and I think they'll be able to pull it out against the Chargers.
Well, there we have it. That's our picks. We lost our. Technically, this is our second loss, but like I said, one of our other things that we had an issue with the franchise, so it was giving us a win that we didn't actually earn. So that's okay. We're going to take it as a win because we just lost this one in some dumb way. Of course, this is the most Chargers way to lose a freaking football game. So
Yep.
yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Uh, like I said before, if you're gonna take anybody's word for how it is, take Chase's because he's normally right and I'm normally wrong. If you're gonna make any kind of bets, make your money line bets, let Chase be the one to tell you who to pick because
No,
I'll lose your money if you listen to me.
don't listen to me.
I'm
I've been losing too. But yeah, thank y'all
gonna
for
do that
watching
one
and
week,
tuning
man.
in.
I'm gonna come on here after you make all your picks, and I'm just gonna bet on
Right.
every damn body you say because I'm gonna see if I win some money that way.
That'd be a fun little thing to do. Put
You,
like $1 on it or
you
something,
might be
fifty
mad if I
cents or
win a
something.
bunch of money or something. I put $50 on it, win ten
Got
thousand or something.
th-
You'd be mad as
got
hell.
throw me back a little bit for helping you out. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it'll be fun. We should try it sometime.
This was a disappointing loss, man. I ain't gonna lie. But
Hmm. Yeah,
anyways,
it's kind of my fault in a way, but you know.
well, I threw like 3 interceptions, so can't say it's totally your fault.